broken, bleeding, scarred, screaming, pierced, hanging, body draining. Let's back up, because like every good story, there's a beginning, a middle, and end. Let's begin. It began with a bang, and within 7 days, all the waves of all molecules would come together to make life. Then man, Adam. The whole point of making creation was for relation. But that ship sailed when they put their lips on sin, separating God from them. But thank God for grace, because he continued making way after way. For example, parting waves, freeing slaves, just to spend days upon days being ungrateful in the way God's people behaved. Time upon time, sin upon sin, through every demise, God would save his people again. When would it end? But the when is pretty irrelevant. Instead, let's ask how. God had the game plan down before life was even planned out. He would give a piece of himself to give us a way out. Our saving grace began with a star. Through the faith of 2 children, our Savior was born. The child was named Jesus, and now comes the suspense. He grew to about 30, then began his ministry that would only lead to pain in his misery. The blind could see, the lame could walk, the deaf could hear, the mute could talk. Jesus healed, Jesus saved, Jesus loved, and he gave everyone a chance at this thing called grace. Yet he received only hate. But Jesus, he knew his fate. The betrayal started with a backstab and could be backtracked to Judas's greed and pride. But don't put Judas on blast, because even Peter denied. Then came the garden, take this cup from my hands. The Son of God wept as he knew this was God's plan. Now comes the climax. In all the things Jesus did, demons casted, raised the dead, one decision was, Jesus went. Jesus went. Peter tried to protect the Son of the Lord, but Jesus replied, Peter, put down your sword. It was a decision to walk, a decision to die. It wasn't made for him, it was his to decide. So he went to the court, he went to that cross, and I wish I could say it was easy, but that would be false. He went to that post and he fell to his knees. From the cat of 9 tails, 39 whips he would receive, bringing visibility to his entrails. See, this isn't a horror flick, it's a love tale. He went to that hill, to the skull of Golgotha. A cross on his shoulders would make it even harder. Organs hanging out as he struggles to walk. And then we get upset when he tells us to carry our cross. He makes it to the top. The cross is then raised. He's broken to his knees as the people throw shade. King of Jews, save yourself. You named it. They claimed it. Then come the crown of thorns that was forced into his flesh. Blood runs down his face as he's coming closer to death. He's placed in position. Then the nails start slamming. 1 nail for creation, 2 nails for relation, 3 nails to solidify the meaning of salvation. 6 hours on the cross paid your cost. Broken, bleeding, scarred, screaming, pierced, hanging, body draining. He went to that cross so you didn't have to. And with it is finished, he did what he had to. He died. But like every good story, this contains a plot twist. Jesus was in that tomb 3 days when the ground began to shake. The stone rolled away, and in an instant, Jesus was raised from the grave. Jesus went and Jesus died, but Jesus rose and he's alive. So that's why we celebrate this beautiful day, because in a world full of darkness, Jesus made a way. He's a father to the orphan. He's healing to the broken. He's a light upon a hill in a world that is so hopeless. He's my healer, my friend. There is no one greater. The Prince of Peace calms my storm when I'm in need of a Savior. When I was lost in my pride, Jesus came by my side. I felt lost and worthless until he gave me purpose. He went to that cross and he carried what was yours. And he's telling you today that you were made for so much more. Because you read John 3:16 as Jesus was sent, but I read it as God said. So Jesus went.